Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. It's getting that time of year. Everybody's getting out. They're on playing pickleball. They're on the swing sets,
Yes.
tennis, running in the park. It's everything that I
Yeah,
like.
people out walking dogs, and you had the high schoolers out there, I could say, across
Cross-country
country
training.
without shirts.
Yeah, that's it. When you're young, you can do that, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, we've got a great show today. Some of the things we're going to be talking about is a piece that you did with AARP. Like to tell us a little bit about that?
It's a teaser because it's about how AARP is approaching the Derby experience.
And we also did a segment with LG&E talking about fraud, and that's something that we can never have too much information on. And we visited a great Louisville restaurant. It's called Barry's Cheesesteak. So we definitely want to share more about that.
That was good.
Definitely. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
At LG&E and KU, we're always working hard to make your life a little easier. Because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere, while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
So Denise, you've got my curiosity piqued. So what's going on with AARP?
Yeah, AARP has done some great planning, and it's called Celebrating You, and it's the Kentucky Derby experience for the AARP generation for the year 2022. So let's just take a look.
So I am excited again about this segment because it's AARP and I feel so connected because I'm in the generation of AARP. But today is exciting for me because we're going to be talking about how AARP Kentucky celebrates you. It's talking about the Kentucky Derby experience. And it's almost Derby time in Louisville, of course, and it's looking better than ever. Now, today we have two special guests joining us from the AARP Louisville community team. One, Mr. Moore, AARP Louisville volunteer, and two, Mr. Charles Williams. He's the AARP Kentucky Executive Council member and Louisville volunteer. And I want to say welcome to both of you all.
Thank you.
Glad to see you again.
Glad to be here.
So basically, first, in the beginning, just tell us a little bit about your AARP mission, about yourself, and why you both volunteer with AARP in Louisville.
Okay, you want to get started?
I will. I've been an AARP volunteer for about 5 years. And first of all, it's fun and I enjoy all the people that I get to work with. I feel like I'm helping my community as well as myself. I've learned so much, just with AARP, all the research and things they do, all the programs. And they empower people to choose how they live as they age and to make a difference wherever you call home.
I'd like to start off by saying riders up, because that is what this session is all about. I've been an AARP volunteer for about 6 or 8 years now, and I'm a member of the Executive Council. We are really excited about our program today as we talk about AARP Celebrates You. AARP Celebrates You is a 3-day event that starts on March 24th and it goes through to March 26th. And during that time, various organizations from across the country will be participating in the event. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dana to tell you about some of the folks we can expect to see.
We were chosen from, there were 20 programs for local AARP chapters. We were one of the lucky ones that were chosen. So we're pleased with that. But nationwide, they're going to do Learn, Grow, and Play.
What is
and
that?
Some of the people that you'll see are Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They're going to have Dolly Parton, I'm sure, and James Patterson and Louise Penny. I'm sure they're going to be talking about their books. Valerie Bertinelli, I bet she does something on cooking. She's big on that. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, he always talks about health and brain health. Ty Pennington, he's a home expert, home remodeling expert. And we're going to have a special screening of Forrest Gump. Who doesn't love Forrest Gump? and a live Motown dance party with the Commodores,
Wow.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Gloria Gaynor.
This has been, I'm excited just hearing about it, but it has been so well thought out. And I'm excited because I used to hear people say, when it comes to Derby, it's more or less about the younger population type celebration. And just listening here and the guests that you all are going to have coming in that touches right into our generation, it's very comprehensive and very thought out. Well, let me ask you about this. So I know that registration is required for an event of this caliber. What do people need to do in order to register for this?
Well, thanks. It's never been easier. All AARP in Kentucky has for you virtually. Connect with other AARP members, get to know local volunteers like us, explore virtual connections and programs at aarp.org/nearyou, NEARYOU. And you have to register, but that just lets you know the link and all that. So,
And
go ahead, Charles.
And if you don't mind, can I get into just a little bit of a history? I'm a bit of a history buff.
Yes.
About why we are all here. First of all, AARP was created by Dr. Ethel Percy Andrews, and she was the first principal of a school in California. And
Wow.
she went on to establish AARP in 1958. And let's segue on over to the Kentucky Derby itself. The first female to run in the Kentucky Derby was a woman by the name of Diana Crump. And she ran during the same year, 1970, that the jockey who we will be interviewing won Kentucky Derby. So those
Wow.
are just a couple of little tidbits. We're going to get you all excited about this. And if you miss it, you're going to be missing out on a real big thing. We'll talk about time. Actually, it's going to be, 1 o'clock on March 25th?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
1 o'clock on March 25th. So be there.
Wow, this is just exciting. I'm like, there's a lot that goes on, but this right here. So will you all be throwing out little teasers of how people could, keep seeing like little previews just to keep it top of mind for them? Any type of way? Or what else do you want people to know?
We have been doing things such as newsletters and of course there's word of mouth as this viewing will show lots of people about what we're doing. So we are doing all that we can to make this thing available.
Wow, I'm excited.
Denise,
I will be spreading the word on this
good.
too. I just want you all to know.
Can I tell you a quick funny story?
Yes.
We know that the Derby is a whole month of celebration. And I had a friend that lived in Florida. He's a big sports fan. And he was invited to a Kentucky Derby party. And one of the guests was in the kitchen, getting hors d'oeuvres and things. And they said, hurry, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And she's like, oh, that's okay. I'll catch it on the next lap. So I guess she thought it was like the Indianapolis 500 that they just run and run. So, people think it's just 2 minutes, but we know it's a whole month of celebration.
A buzzword with the Kentucky Derby that's attached with this buzz phrase that is attached with the Kentucky Derby is that it is the most exciting 2 minutes in racing.
Absolutely.
Denise, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm serious. I think we can win the old school dance contest.
Yeah, just the way they planned it all out. And then I think of, you have comedians like Tina Fey and all the rest of the celebrities. This was well thought out. And I like because it was AARP population in mind.
All right. We'll take another break and back with more.
Louisville was good. B96.5. Your man Nick Cannon is in the building and we taking over. We gonna be wilding every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up. Plus another move.
Lock it in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.5.
One thing that's always on everybody's mind is fraud.
Yes.
And LG&E is always doing its part to make sure that you're informed so no one takes advantage of you. So take a look at this piece. Well, every month we do a segment with LG&E, and this month is no different. And I'm here with my very good friend, Liz Pratt, and once again, we're masked up because we can't figure out what's going on in the world, correct?
Hi, nice to see you again. Yes, we are protected.
We are protected. And talking about protection, which is a great segue, we're talking about fraud. And I was just looking at my cheat sheet, and it said that the Federal Trade Commission reported last month that they received more than 2.8 million fraud reports. So tell me how LG&E is making a difference.
Yes, well, that was last year, but it's just an indication of how prevalent scam attempts are anymore. And while this month we're celebrating National Consumer Protection Week, it's always a good time, any time of year, to talk about tips and ways that viewers can recognize a potential scam attempt.
All right. And so today you're going to share with us some of those tips.
Yes. So first and foremost, it's so important to know LG&E will never contact a customer and demand immediate payment or threaten service disconnection. So that is the first indicator that this is a scam.
Okay, so if it's somebody from LG&E, your process would be to?
Well, we offer a variety of payment options. So we would never contact a customer, whether that be by phone, by email. We've heard reports of a scam attempting it by a text message, for instance.
Okay.
So no matter how that communication takes place, we would never demand an immediate payment and threaten service disconnection. We always encourage customers to remember that you have bill payment options. That, for paying customer bills, that can take place using our mobile app, our official mobile app. That can be done in person, online through My Account. It can also be done by mail or by phone using our automated phone system.
Okay. And what are some of the other tips?
Some other tips to keep in mind is no matter what the service is, always remember to protect your personal information. Don't give out over the phone or to someone that you don't know, don't give out any personal information. That includes debit and credit card information, checking account information. So it's always good to make sure you're protecting your personal information.
And if someone is asking you for your personal information, that's almost a sure sign that that is a scam.
Absolutely. And also be aware of attempts where if somebody contacts you and they use what we refer to as intimidation tactics, and that's something where they demand an immediate payment and they demand you take action very quickly. That may be by saying that you need to pay by a prepaid card, for instance, or to use a third-party app. So another indication is if they're using intimidation tactics to try to make you take action very quickly, sort of frazzling you to not give you that opportunity to stop and question, is this really something that my company or service provider would do?
Sure. And what are some other tips you'd like for your customers, our viewers, to know?
Well, we encourage customers to really make sure to follow our official channels. So knowing how to get to our website, downloading our mobile app, that's a great tool and resource available to customers, and also to know our official phone numbers. Because what we ask customers to do is if they're contacted and they have that thought that this might be a scam attempt, immediately disengage, end the interaction, whether that be by phone or however that may be, and contact us directly. We will always verify official communications, and we will always verify your current account balance. So no matter what, if somebody contacts you and demands an immediate payment and threatens service disconnection, end the interaction and contact us directly using our official channels, and we will always verify your current account balance and share information with you to verify if it was an official communication or if you just avoided a scam attempt.
Now, with COVID and everything still very prevalent, are you recommending that people come in who are really concerned and they're not really that savvy with using technology, or would you still recommend that they go online just because of COVID?
Yeah, and we also offer our phone system 24/7. So that's a really great option. You can contact us. You can, through our automated phone system, you can also schedule a payment arrangement. So through the phone system, that's another really great way. If someone wants to avoid coming in person, then using our phone system, using our website or our mobile app, really great ways and available 24/7.
Okay. And at what point should someone really get in touch with law enforcement?
So that's a great question. In the event you think you may have been contacted by a scam, or unfortunately, if you feel like you may have been a victim to a scam, we do encourage you to contact your local law enforcement. We work with local law enforcement when we're aware of scam attempts. So that's something that we're doing throughout the year, of staying on top of scam reports and also working with local law enforcement.
Okay, so as we wrap up, is there any one thing, or out of all the tips, one that just comes to number one that you really, really, really want people to hold on to?
Yes, I would say protect your personal information. That includes your debit card information, your checking account information, any personal identifiable information. Protect that information. That's not something you want to share. And should you be contacted, you can always end an interaction and contact us directly.
Well, you know, I was really surprised at just the number of fraud cases that go on each year. And there's just some simple steps that Liz outlined that you can do to really keep yourself safe.
And you would think that it would stop, and it doesn't, because I was just walking in the neighborhood and there was a neighbor talking about they had just received a scam call, and it involved pretending like LG&E.
Yeah.
It's just wow.
You're right, and it never ends. So make sure that you're following those steps, and if you need more information, be sure to go to LG&E's website. We'll take another break and back with more.
Magic 101.3.
With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.
You know, I love to eat great food.
Yes.
And visiting Barry's cheesesteak was definitely something that I'm glad we did.
Yeah, and for anybody's palate, whether you're vegetarian or you big main red meat eater, he had it all, and it was so good.
Let's take a look. Well, we talk about Louisville being a foodie city, and there's a reason why. There's so many great restaurants in this city that you can gain 100, 200 pounds just eating out. But we're here at a great spot. It's in Old Louisville at the corner of 2nd and Oak, and it's called Barry's Cheesesteak. And I'm here with the man himself, Barry. Welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you so much for having me today.
No, thank you. And tell us about the restaurant, how it all got started.
Well, Barry's Cheesesteak basically got started to help save some lives, to give some people some opportunities. We were in the West End, had a church for a while, and we knew everybody weren't going to go to college. So we created jobs and taught teenagers how to work for themselves and hopefully own their own business.
Right now, in terms of the restaurant, this is not the first location. So go back to the first location.
The first location was up on Preston Highway, and it was quite a task. Our original counter, it was an old door that I found outside and turned it into a counter. And we had some great times up there, but it was just time to move.
And you've been here at this location how long?
We've been here, it's going on 3 years now.
Okay, and how is business in Old Louisville?
Well, Old Louisville, I'm going to be honest, it's a little different down here than up on Preston Highway. But we are building great relationships in the community. We're doing a lot of activities with the Women's Center down the street that we're starting to provide meals and job opportunities. And we even help stop some gangbangers from out here destroying property.
Right. Stopping crime one sandwich at a time, right?
One sandwich at a time, a couple of free Cokes, you know, it all helps.
Now, you know, my photographer, he was telling me, Max, you got to go here because the sandwiches are just like, I thought it was like he had some kind of addiction or something. So tell us about some of the products and what makes them so great.
Well, one of the things is we did create our own recipe for things. I lived up in the Philadelphia area in like 1995, and I was out there in the streets selling drugs and things. But this one man brought me into his restaurant, and he taught me how to make a cheesesteak. And he said, you know what, if you treat this right, it'll bless you one day. And later on, here we are, opening up Barry's Cheesesteaks.
So what makes the cheesesteak so special? And I know I've always heard about the Philly cheesesteak, so I'm assuming that since you were in Philly, you've kind of got some of that flavor, but then you took it and made it your own?
Well, I learned the whole trade up there in Philly. I worked with some great chefs, even out of the cheesesteak area. But when I got to that place, Garibaldi's, they showed me how to put love into things, how to make everything as though you want to bite it. You know, if you make a sandwich and don't want to bite it, then that sandwich is not going to sell. Then as we got down here to Louisville, Kentucky, we started playing around with recipes and things and different seasonings. When I was in Philly, I had to do it according to that business. But because it's named Barry's, I can be a little creative, and we do go off the map on different things and present some wild sandwiches and what we call Barry bowls.
All right, we're going to end the suspense, so now it's time for the actual taste. And this is what I look forward to all the time, is getting to sample great products. So can we get that done now?
Yeah, we're going to bring you out 3 of our top selling sandwiches. Now, the only problem is, once you eat it, I hope you don't have to go to work and do anything, because it's going to knock you out.
So I'm here with Barry, and we've got 4. I have to admit, the sandwiches look delicious, but we're starting off something non-traditional with the veggie sandwich. So tell us what's in the veggie sandwich, and as you're telling us, I'm gonna be sampling it.
All right, in our veggie, we have peppers, onions, 2 types of peppers in there, mushrooms. We steam up the broccoli, and everything's cooked on the grill. We also use a little bit of our own seasoning and things on there. And of course, we got the cheese on there. You got to have the cheese. It just wouldn't be the same. But it's a good sandwich and a healthy sandwich.
Yeah. And normally you don't think about cheesesteak and Philly-type restaurants being healthy, but that is definitely a healthy option. And next, which would be my favorite, is the chicken.
Now, the chicken cheesesteak is one of my favorites also. It's a great meat. We get all of our meats shipped in from Philadelphia. We deal with the same company for the last 8 years. And these chicken cheesesteaks are great also. Anything you can get with the steak, you can get with the chicken too.
Okay. And that chicken is very good. You got to tell me your secret.
Love.
And we're moving over. And this one, this looks like you need to have the emergency room on speed dial.
This is what happens when I don't get enough sleep and I come in with an idea. Okay. This is called the Big Barry cheesesteak. Okay. It has steak. It has pepperonis. It has Italian sausage. It has bacon. It has 2 types of cheeses and your choice of peppers.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You need 2 hospitals on speed dial, right?
Yeah. This is the sandwich we don't want people to eat during lunchtime and have to go back to work.
So it comes with a warning label?
Yeah, because I told him I don't want your boss coming after me. This ain't my fault.
Now, how often do you eat this one by yourself?
To be honest, I would get the staff to make them one, and then I would just come around and break off of theirs.
Okay. And then last, we have the seasoned fries.
Now, our seasoning is called Be Right. When we first opened up, we did try to get some of that Grippo seasoning, and the bottles were really small, and we would have had to charge a great price. And so me and my godson got in the kitchen early one morning, and we played with our own flavors, and we came up with our own seasoning, and it's called Be Right. Okay. And people say, why is it called Be Right? Because it'll be right when you get it. And then on here is our homemade chili that we make in-house. Now, we don't make a traditional chili. We use beef brisket in our chili also. And then a couple of this and that and that and that and that.
You know, that chicken cheesesteak that I had was excellent.
But my vegetarian one was good too.
I have to admit, I sampled that as well. Both of them. It's a place, if you haven't visited, make sure that you put it on your short list, because it's worth the drive, and you will not. You
won't be disappointed
you will
at
not
all.
be disappointed.
Yeah.
Not at all. We'll take another break and back with more.
What's up, beautiful people? Greetings. My name's Tia Marie, and I am your host for The Quiet Storm every night from 7 p.m. to midnight right here on Magic 101.3. Not only am I busy giving you these hits that you love, friend, but I'm also hooking you up with tickets to the shows you want to go to, like Maxwell, Anthony Hamilton, and Joe. You know I got you, friend. And if you like to laugh, I'm hooking you up with TK Kirkland tickets this weekend when he touched down in the city March 26th. So listen, it's a winning season around here at Magic 101.3. So make sure sure you tuned in to your favorite station. And listen, not only do we care about making sure that you're listening to good music and winning tickets to the shows you want to go to, but we also care about your health. So we're definitely partnered up with Norton Healthcare for Get Healthy 502, focused on you being the best version of you. We want to help you win a video doorbell, the Ring the Alarm contest, which is helping you to have protection at your door, helping to curb the balance, if you will. So listen, keep it locked right here to your favorite station, my friend. You won't be disappointed.
At LG&E and KU, we're always working hard to make your life a little easier because we know you've got your hands full. Our new mobile app gives you the power to check your account balance, review your payment history, and effortlessly pay your bill from anywhere while making it easier than ever to report and track power outages. Download the app today to get the convenience of LG&E and KU at your fingertips.
Magic 101.3.
Need that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.
Well, you know, I can't wait to get to the weekend to where we can just actually get out and just really enjoy this warm weather that we're having, because
Yes.
as we know at this time of year, we can have 70 today and 40 tomorrow, so you have to take the good days when you get them.
I'll go out in increments because I've gotten a little rusty with my muscles.
Yeah, I've got an oil can.
Yeah, because I haven't been really getting at it during these winter months.
You
but
haven't?
I'll be like you have.
I've done a little bit more
You
than
just started.
That's all right. It's not when I started. It's the fact that I have started.
I'll catch
I'm
up.
dragging you along. Yeah.
You won't be dragging me. I'll catch up. Surpass you.
That is correct. But you know, something else that we'd be remiss if we didn't miss it. If you haven't taken your first or your second shot or your booster shot, make sure you do, because COVID is still alive and well.
Yes, and I'm not trying to meet it.
We aren't. Definitely not. So I think that's our show.
And that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles.
Bye.
Take care. Stay safe. Take the shot.